Let's do some compound shapes. In this question, I have a compound shape with a semicircle and a right angle triangle. So the length of this right angle triangle is 12.8 centimeters, but you can already see it's an isosceles triangle because we also have 12.8 here. They're of the same length. So our first job is to calculate the area of this shape. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to calculate the area of this semicircle and the area of this right angle triangle, and then I'm going to add them. So with this semicircle, don't forget to divide it by 2. We're going to do pi r, which is going to be 12.8 divided by 2 squared. And if I run that, I will get 64.3398. Just keep the decimals, include multiple decimals until you've actually got to the end of the problem where you can round it. And then for this right angle triangle, I'm going to just do my base times my height, perpendicular. And we're going to do 12.8 times 12.8. But we're going to do half of that, half base times height. And if we do that, we get 81.92. Okay. And then if I come down here, I'm going to add these two numbers together. So I'm going to have my semicircle area and my right angle triangle area. So I'm just going to add these two. And if I do that, I get 146.26 centimeters. However, notice the question is using one decimal place or 3 significant figures. So we're going to do the same thing. And I'm going to keep it as 146.3. I'm not going to use 3 significant figures because I want to keep the decimal count the same. So I'm going to just do 4 significant figures, but that one decimal place is very important. So moving on to the perimeter of the shape. A lot of students fall into the trap here of not realizing that the perimeter means you're going to have to eliminate certain lengths. So with a semicircle, the perimeter of it will just be 2 pi r divided by 2, or pi d divided by 2, or just pi r, and that will give you this, so you're fine with that one. However, a lot of students would also factor in this length here, whether looking at it from a semicircle perspective or including it as part of the right angle. This is wrong. So you only want to include this length and that length. So it's just going to be those 3 lengths you need to find. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to do Pythagoras to find the length of KL. So if we do that, we're going to do 12.8 squared plus 12.8 squared, and then square root that. And if I do that, I get square root 327.68, which gives me 18.10. Okay, and then next one is I'm going to do my semicircle perimeter, which is just going to be, as I said, 2 pi r divided by 2, which is just 2 pi times